obviously when you live with someone and you share your thoughts and your feelings, you know, we have lots of lengthy discussions. So one night we're philosophizing and I said, what do you think your greatest flaw is? And I thought about it for a minute and he said, if I'm perfectly honest, I think probably my greatest flaw is that I'm a little self-destructive, but I'll only admit that once. I'm not going to admit that again. So, but I think I am self-destructive. And, you know, that came back to haunt me later because I thought, yeah, at least he, somewhere in the deepest recesses of his consciousness, he really did recognize that he was self-destructive. But, you know, I think, you know, what can you do about it unless you have the kind of tools and the help that wasn't available to him then.
But why do you think he was? Why?
I think it was probably partially genetic, as I mentioned before.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we all have predispositions towards certain behaviors, towards certain personality traits, toward certain weaknesses, whether it's health or, you know, bad habits. So I think we all have predispositions, predilections toward certain behaviors. And in his family history, you know, his family on both sides, the Smiths and the Presleys, you know, there was a lot of alcoholism, there was a lot of drug abuse, and I think that it just probably ran through the genetic code. And I think sometimes, you know, that's why it's important to sometimes to know your family history, because then you know what to safeguard against. So I think that was probably part of it, and he just kind of fell into that pattern that a lot of his family fell into.